welcome to the stream, welcome back to the storage room, welcome back to another Assetto Corsa stream. So, in about 35 hours, there is a new race going to be going live on the server, or on LFM. And it is a multi-class race, Lmdh and GT3s at Road America. There's also a LMP3 GT4 series, multi-class series, that is also going to be at Road America, which we'll do some practicing for, do some testing for, I should say. Maybe testing slash tiny little bit of practice. And then I think it's in 10 hours. 10 hours there is a multi-class race at the Nürburgring. GD3s, Porsche Cup and TCR, so we'll do a little bit for that as well. We might do some Godzilla Cup at Bathurst. But I think we'll give the Mazda a little bit of a break for now. Seems to be that I gain ELO and safety rating in the R35 and then lose it all in the Mazdas. So we'll just, we'll see how we go. But basically what I'm doing with this is I want to find out which car on the base settings is going to be the best car to use for this series, and then vice versa with the other ones. And then after that, I'll when we're doing the race, in the little bit of practice in the lead up, it'll be tire pressures and fuel and blah blah blah. So without further ado, we'll jump straight into it. We'll leave it at 30 litres. 30 litres. Now we'll chuck 50 litres in. Now this one's going to be a 45-minute race when it does go ahead. And the Nürburg...
That lap's not good. The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Oh, ignore him. He's gone a bit spastic. Yeah, so I'm going to just move this across over to here, I reckon. I'm trying to figure out where's the best place to put put OBS, because actually that's maybe we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll work alright. Just make it a little bit bigger that way. A little tiny bit bigger that way. Yeah, so a little bit of testing slash practice. But there's things like the seat setup, the pitch. So obviously you can see a lot more of the dash than we really want. So we want to increase the pitch to +5. Seat position a little bit further forward, I guess, just to sort of what would technically be natural, what I think would be natural. Field of view's good. Seating position, bring it down a little. Where are we? Okay. Gotta turn that on, don't I? Dipstick. Yep. Any second now it should come up. Oh, here we go. What's going on here? Go back to the pits. Let's bring that up. That stuff up. Sim Pro is on. What the heck is that? Okay, that's interesting. Righto. Let's jump back in there. Click that and go yiggity yiggity. What's going on here? Interesting. Let's see what the heck is going on. Well, we have steering, but we have nothing. Turn that off. Turn that back on again. Okay, so technical difficulties. Okay, we'll set that up. So let's bring the seat height up a tad. I don't think we need to be sitting that low. Save that. Force feedback down to, we'll start off at 65, saving there. Let's just jump out of here and come back in again and see if that makes a difference. Open that. Let's go. Rolling start instructions. Joiny, joiny. Here we go. Yeah, so hope everybody's having a good day, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening, or night. Share the stream to the pages. While this is loading up, we are live. Sharing is caring. So, what happened there? Who did I send that to? Send. Okay. Right, that's that. What do we have here? Do we have steering now? Ah, here we go. Rightio. So we have steering
That lap's not
now.
going to count. A track cut has been detected.
Okay, chuck the gloves on. Let's just, let me just reset the seating arrangement. We just reset this. Pitch up. Oh, field of view. There we go. There we go. Set that. Okay. Already saving that. Okay, so we have, for this series, we have the GTR Skyline. We have the R8 LMS. We have the Porsche 911, Ferrari 488. Did I say the Lambo and the Mercedes AMG? So this is all about finding out which car is going to give us the best lap time. Not pushing massively hard, but, you know, just which car has the best balance, best feeling while I'm driving it. which has the best overall base setup that we can work with, because I am not a tuner. Basically all I do is tweak the tyre pressures. So we need to do a few laps. Oh, understeer. Just do a few laps to get an overall feel for the car. Probably about 10 laps, I reckon. Plus also, you know, we need to get a feel for the track as well. Road America is a track I know very well from iRacing. And prior to that, Forza Motorsport. All of the Forza Motorsport titles. Oop. Missed that apex by a country mile. Also want to find the track limits for each car. Ooh, completely.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Time. Spread debris all over the racing line. Okay, so brake bias is pretty good. Car feels alright. A little bit understeery, but nothing that tyre pressure adjustment wouldn't cure. Pushing that to the absolute limit. That was better. Not too bad. It's only 3 laps. too fast into there. Need to brake a little earlier.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
If I can do a sub 2 minutes 10 in each car, I'll be happy. But I won't doing that. I will not do it doing that. It's alright. It's very understeery, that's for sure, but like I said, we can fix that with tyre pressures, I believe. Because the tyre pressures are shit. That's a bit better out of there. Radio, let's see what we can do here. Lap number 5. Okay. So we haven't got a sub 2 minute 10 yet. Road America rates in my top 5 racetracks of the world. Bathurst is number 1. Road Atlanta is number 2. Spa is number 3. Road America number 4 and the Nordschleife number 5. And there are lots of other great tracks out there, but those are my top 5. Actually, I probably put the Nordschleife ahead of Road America, but I do love Road America. Had a lot of success here in iRacing. Oh, maybe a 2:10 is what we can squeeze out of this here. Nah, we can definitely do better than that.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
I am not the fastest person in the world. That is for sure. Alright, so a 2:09.5 after
Good
7
job,
laps.
that's your best time so far.
There you go, mate. Righto, so we're going to get 8 laps, or 9 laps maybe. Oh, sounds good though. The skyline sounds very good.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Bugger. Go in here. Okay. Excuse me. 8 laps. 8 laps. And we managed, our best was
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated.
209.538. I'm going to take a photo of that because I don't have a pen. I'll put it in here. Sorry. Assetto Corsa. Here we go. Road America. Road America. The R-35 GT3 lap time equals 209.538 times 8 laps. Saving that. Okay, rightio. So that's that. What we will do here is we will go out. Go away. Not interested in seeing you. Come in. Open these. Now, I am not a fan of the Huracan or the Audi. I really am not. I don't know anything about the Porsche, but I'm going to give that a go. So I am going to try the Z4 because I do like the BMW Z4. It's quite an interesting choice, actually. These guys have put it in because the Z4, as you can see there, 2010. That is, but then again, I mean, the Skyline's an old one as well. You don't see that a lot in current GT3 spec. In fact, I don't think it's been in for quite a while. Okay, so we have the same situation here.
That lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
The pitch is a tad better. Field of view's good. We'll leave the seating position at that. Force feedback back to 65. I think it is 65. Saving that. Saving that. Let us go out and do some practice. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. I think I didn't put enough fuel in. Ooh, I like the sound of this. Very cool. Much lighter than the Skyline. Already it handles better. It's handling better in baseline setup than the GTR did. GTR is going to take a little bit more tweaking. Ooh, she got some power. This thing's on. Jeez, this thing feels like it's on rails. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's faster.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Crap. Need to go back to the pits. Start that again. Damn it all. Rightio, let's try this again. We might not have to lift through there. We shall see. Canada corner. I certainly like the feel of it straight up, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be fast. Certainly uses less fuel. A little bit understeer. Managed to keep it out of the wall on the second lap. Already into the nines.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
So it looks like we could potentially scratch the Skyline off the list. Woo. We're only 4 laps in. We need to do 8 laps.
Good job. That's your best time so far. Good job. That's your best time so far.
It's over a second faster. Flat through there. Jesus. This thing is a weapon.
Awesome drive. You've just improved your best lap time. Need to soften those high-speed dampers a little bit. Just for the bumpity bumps over the curbs. Damn. Lost a ton of time there. Righto, one more lap. Screwed it up. Screwed it up. But that's all right.
Wow, this thing has so much grip. So much grip, it's crazy.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
I think we're pretty... Service seems to be unavailable. Righto. We'll jump out of here. Grab us the next car.
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated.
Righto. So at 2:07, so the Z4, Z4, T3. Lap time. Pull that back there. Actually, I think that's gonna come back. It's a little bit out. It doesn't matter. Equals 820 08 point. Oh, sorry, 7.832. That was times 7 laps. Crazy. Crazy. Exit out of there. Go to the next one. When are we looking at? Hang on, just close that for a second. Oh, have I missed it? Oh no. Or maybe I have. Oh no, here we go. I haven't missed it. Oh, I have missed it. It's not even frickin' 20 past 4 yet. I missed the sign up. That's what it was. Missed the sign up. That's right. We'll go with this. We'll keep going with this. Practicing opening content manager. Righto. What's next? That one. 488. Okie dokie. Righto. Same deal.
That lap's not... The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Okay, let's go. Radio. Oh. We need to do this properly. Back to the pits. To go in here to fuel and put 50 litres in. Okay, that's us. Pardon me. This is going to be bloody quick as well. This is handling feels like it's not quite as on rails as the Z4, but man, it handles good, and it always handles well in iRacing too.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
Need to go out there and find out where the limits are. Go and find out where the limit is, or where the track limits are there. Got as tight as I could be in there. Yes, flat through there. Four laps in, and we're already close to the Z4 time. So we can rule out the skyline. We can rule that out. Too much work needing to be done there to get that competitive with these cars. I've no doubt that it can be, but given what these cars are capable of straight out of the box on baseline setup, there's too much room to play with both of these, with, you know, the Z4 and this. I mean, you wouldn't want to tweak it too much, but there is definitely still time to be found in both of these cars. Still got a heap of fuel in here to burn off.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Still understeery. Still got a margin of understeer. But it is better than the Skyline by a country mile.
Awesome drive, you've just improved your best lap time.
Faster than the Z4. Blimey.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Where is he? Righto, so we're quicker than the Z4. Hey Mars, how are you, buddy? This is actually a practice server, bud. What the heck was that? I am testing cars for the upcoming Lmdh GD3 multi-class series that's going to be
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated.
running at this track this coming week. No, just testing, mate. I'm testing cars to see which car is going to be the best one to pick. And I forgot to put that in. It was a that was the 488 GT3 lap time equals 207.707. So that's all wrong. 207.707, and we'll make that times 8 laps, or 7 laps I should say. Okay, so so far I've tested the Nissan Skyline, so the GTR GT3, the Z4 GT3 and the 488 GT3. Those are the cars I've tested so far. Next up is going to be, I don't like the Audi or the Lamborghini, but I will test the Audi because I have driven the Audi before. Not in here. I've driven it in iRacing, and it's horrible in there. Horrible. Can't stand it in there. But I'll give it a go in here because it might be different. It will be different, but yeah. How's it going where you are, mate? Whereabouts in the world are you? I'm in Western Australia. Make a few adjustments.
That lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
Oh, get over yourself, Jim. Come on, get in there. Save. Rightio. That's what I wanted to do. So I am also making sure that I test everything with the right amount of fuel. So I'm chucking in 50 litres because that should be pretty stock for this series. Nigeria. Welcome, buddy. Welcome to the storage room. Glad to have you along. How's your day going, mate? You're at uni. Ah, um, are these your final exams for graduation? I feel your pain, buddy. I always hated exams when I was at school. I was never any good at exams. How I managed to pass anything is a mystery to me. I don't even like paperwork now. Ah, second year. Ah, so you got a few more years to go then, eh? Lots more exams coming your way, mate. Oh, need to break a little earlier. What are you studying, mate? What, or I should say, what are you majoring in? Okay, so we need to blip the throttle a bit there. Mathematics. Oh, you're a smart cookie then. That was my least favourite subject at school. Funny how we use it more than anything else. Do you play Assetto Corsa, buddy? Ah, stuff that up.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
I've been streaming for a little over 2 years. I work away from home. I'm away for 2 weeks and I'm back for a week. So I don't get a lot of time to stream, but I don't get to stream every day, but I stream every day that I'm home. I mean, obviously I'd love to stream more, but I have, you know, got to look after things around the house, spend time with the family. Right. fair enough, mate. Yeah, no, fair call, buddy. Plenty of time for that in the future, mate. Don't stress. Sim racing's not going anywhere. Find it rather interesting that you don't like maths, yet you're studying it at university. That sounds like something I'd do. Pick the subject I least like and go for that.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Okay, so 4 laps into the test, and I'm already in the 208s. So this actually doesn't feel too bad. I work in mining, specifically gold. So I'm what we call, well, what's called on my site that I work on, a primary excavator operator. So after the dirt's been blasted, I load it in trucks so that it can go up to the mill. The site that I work on, I operate 600-ton excavators, as well as bulldozers. Takes it's about an hour. It's a couple of hour flight from where I am.
Good job, that's your best time so far.
Rightio, so it doesn't look like we're going to have an easy time of getting this into the 207s, not anywhere near as easy as the BMW or the Ferrari. Braking zones are quite a bit longer than both of those cars. Somebody else in the server testing cars as well, or practicing. Not sure how we talk to people in this. Not sure how voice comms work in Assetto Corsa. I'll have to suss that out. He's doing 2010s flat. What was mine? So he's going quicker than I am. Or quicker than I was. It is fast though, in a straight line. Oh no, I did a 209.5. Oh.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
That was a bit rude. Yeah. Righto. Let's have another go. I got bumped off the track. It doesn't. It seems to attribute any off tracks to track cutting. So, I mean, getting knocked off the track and ending up on the outside of a corner isn't really track cutting, but that's just how AC does it. Any off track is a track cut. I think old mate's gone anyway, or he's back in the pits. Probably got some damage out of that. Not really. It's there's a room in our house that we use for storing stuff. It's kind of a gaming room. I think you can. I know you can't quite see behind me, but it's kind of a gaming hobby room come storage room. I call it that because my wife has some of her kitchen appliances stored in here, amongst other stuff that we didn't have room for anywhere else. So yeah, it's kind of half storage, half gaming room. I don't know if you can see behind me. I might adjust the camera in a second, and I've got my other hobby displayed on shelves behind me. I like to do Lego, mostly race cars and sort of cars in general. I've got some Technic sets as well. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 7 or 8 Technic sets. This is the last lap anyway of my testing. The Audi's not bad. With a little bit of adjustment, it could be quite fast, but the BMW and the Ferrari don't really need any adjustment. Mainly just some, I'll just adjust tyre pressures in whichever one I pick. Whoop.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
We'll bring it in. No point doing any more. Oh, I'm way up the front this time.
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated.
I'm in the pits, you idiot. Alright, so make a slight adjustment to there. So there's a few of my Lego sets that I've built in the background there, mate. Now if you can see them very clearly. That was what was that? Jump back into the session. I suppose if we're going to do that, I am definitely not getting in the Lambo. I do not like the Lamborghini. So that was the R8 LMS GT3. Get rid of that. Equals a 209. No, 08. 8.799 times 7 laps. Okay, so the Skyline in base trim, I could only manage a 209.
That lap's not. The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
209.5. I'm just making some in-car adjustments. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, probably from about midday my time, hopefully 12 p.m. My time, and I'll be streaming. At this time tomorrow I have a league race that I'm involved in, and I'll be streaming that for probably about an hour and a half, maybe a bit longer. So you'll be able to. Yeah, that's fine, mate. That's fine. I'm gonna be streaming for a few more hours today anyway. So if you go away and come back again, you'll be all good. All good. Do what you need to do, mate. Okay, let's go and shoos. Damn it all. Fuel back to the pits. Fuel. Yeah, righto, drive. Ah, bugger it all. One of them stupid blimmin' buggy issues. No worries, mate. All good.
That lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
I don't know why it does that. horse handles pretty well. And you can get on the power nice and early. Nice and early. That's right. I don't think it's going to be as quick as the Ferrari.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job. The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Not very good. We'll cross that one off the list. Hey, Jesse, how are you, buddy? Good, bloody good comeback in that race from starting in the pits, mate. That was, that's a fantastic result. Sorry, I didn't get to see more of the stream, mate. I was out doing some yard work before we go away on Wednesday.
That lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
Sorry, I'll have to ignore him. I don't know why he's keeps doing that all the time. Okay, save. I really need a fourth monitor. Yeah, sometimes that's the way it goes though, eh, mate? Sometimes a bit of luck goes a long way. So, starting tomorrow, hopefully tomorrow or Monday. Tomorrow or Monday, there is a Lmdh GT3 multi-class series running at Road America for next week. Ah, well, but clean and boring got you 7th position, didn't it? So that's there's nothing wrong with that. I'd rather a clean and boring race than a race where you're practically on the brink of death all the time. Hopefully I'll get to do a couple of these races before we go away. So Monday and Tuesday, with a bit of luck, fingers crossed. Well, it might be more exciting from a viewer's standpoint, but I can, as you and I both know, it's none too exciting sitting in here. Then again, you might like being on the verge of being murdered all the time by idiots with no sense of their surroundings, spatial awareness. No, Barbara's operation, mate. Yeah, my wife's operation. She's having surgery on one of her kidneys. Yep, we head away Wednesday morning. It's a bit of a running joke between the two of us that we only ever go away when she's having a procedure or an operation done. I keep telling her that we need to actually go away for a holiday at some point.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Well, that's no good. So we can't go flat through there in this. With the wheel settings that I've got, Jesse, iRacing and Assetto, think of a 6-letter word that nobody wants to ever have to deal with, and we're very lucky it's been caught early. So the operation, while it's a 4-hour operation, they're expecting a 100% recovery. But thank you. Yep, we're all hoping she'll have a speedy recovery. She can't lift anything for a month, for 4 weeks. From what she's read, even a bottle of milk is going to be too heavy for the first couple of weeks or something. So kidney surgery is a fairly serious affair, no matter what you're having done to it. So yeah, the wheel settings that I'm running at the moment, the cars between Assetto Corsa and iRacing feel very, very similar. Really good prognosis for recovery. So yeah, but yeah, a little bit scary for sure. Whenever you're dealing with that, it's a bit scary. Yep. No further treatment required from what they've told us at this stage. So yeah. Should hopefully be all good.
You just improved your best lap time. Good job.
So what I'm doing with this, Jesse, is I'm testing cars to see which one's going to be the best one to run for this race. So far, it's looking like a toss-up between the BMW Z4 and the Ferrari 488. Everything else is a little bit off the pace compared to those two. The Z4, I managed a mid 207. Well, actually, the Z4 and the Ferrari are both mid to high 207s, and that's just the setup that's on the car when I jumped into the server. Oh, right, yeah. I'm glad to hear she's okay. Yeah, yep. Yeah, mate, yep. One of my all-time... I loved that car on iRacing when it was available. Such a good car to drive. Fun trivial fact, Shane Van Gisbergen, when he was practicing for the V8 supercars, just running laps to keep his eye in, he said the Z4 on iRacing was the closest handling car to the V8 supercars in real life. Yeah, I mean, it was only available for maybe a year or two when I first got iRacing before they shelved it. Yeah, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Man, he's doing great in the Xfinity series for his first year. I try and keep up with the races as much as I can. I know he's quite a bit older than a lot of the guys when they get started, but that's also helped him to get up to speed as quick as he has. Oh yeah, it's awesome. It's the best thing for us is to see him smiling again, to see him actually loving being in the cars, because the way that supercars ran everything over here, the drivers are not allowed to criticize anything about the cars or the format or anything. It's ridiculous. Supercars is dying a freaking slow, painful death at the moment. You know, the Mustang is the only car you can go out on a Monday and buy. You can't go out and buy a brand new Camaro anymore because they don't make them. That was
Good job. That's your best time so far.
that was the whole basis of V8 supercars, was race on Sunday, buy on Monday, but that no longer applies now. I mean, every car that's raced in NASCAR, you can go out on Monday, you can watch the racing on the weekend and go out and buy one on Monday, except for the Camaro, of course. At least, you know, there might be a few, left before they run out of stock. But all the rest of them you can go out and buy. Oh, just as heavy as the iRacing version. I've gained 2 new subscribers this week. Just got a new one yesterday, right near the end, when I was doing the V8 Ute racing. So, and there's there was another guy in the chat a little bit earlier. Hopefully he might subscribe as well. We used to have Sport Vision here and there 10 plus years ago. We got all this. Ah, righto. Ah, so that's where your livery came from, Sports Vision 2020. I noticed that. I was wondering about that on your car for the Bathurst 12 hour earlier this year. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, that's no different to us over here, mate. You got to pay for KO or pay for Prime, Amazon. It's all, everything's going pay TV. The problem is it's going pay TV, but the quality's not there, not like it used to be. Ah, right. Yeah, that's okay. That's all good. There's another one. There's something else, speed something I see on Facebook a lot. Just outside the 208s. Righto, so we're looking, at the moment it's looking like the 488
Good job.
Z4
That's your best time so far.
or this. This is running very close, or I should say a very distant third, but better than the Skyline and the Audi. Oh, Too busy looking at the. Too busy looking at the. Oh, really? Oh, man, that's so cool. That is so cool, man. Oh, wow. That's wicked. I love hearing about stuff like that. Yeah, thanks, mate. Did you do that in the race today? Did you do that in the race today? Drove off track reading chat. Righto. So 209.210. I'm pretty sure I've done that myself. Good thing this is just testing. So what do we got next? Wait till we get back to the pits. It's a pity they don't have the Mustang. Pity they don't have the Mustang in here, but I don't think they had a GT3 Mustang in the. These cars are all spread between 2010 and about 2016. I think that's something I'm yet to do. It's really tricky on circuits like Long Beach and Bathurst. Oh, not so much Bathurst. I don't even look at chat while I'm going over the top of the mountain. Once I get to the cutting, that's pretty much it. Maybe a quick look between Reed Park and Skyline, but then nothing until Conrod Straight.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Rightio. Let's see. So a 209.21.
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated.
Okay, so pretty much what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the cars and chucking 50 litres of fuel in, and then doing 8 to 10 laps. Is a 209.210 times 7 laps. Okay, let's see what else. Yes, I will be. There's the Wayne's World League running tomorrow, run by Buck that was in the race yesterday with the fence warmers. He has a league called Wayne's World. So I will be streaming that, but I will be on. I'll be on midday my time tomorrow. So basically, wind the clock back 5.5 hours from now, and that's the time that I'll be on tomorrow. The 911. I haven't run that one yet. Last one to run. This one should be quite interesting. The 911 GT3 dot this one I'm looking forward to seeing how this handles. The problem I've got with iRacing is I have so much content that I don't use. I wish I could go back 7 years with the knowledge I have now, and probably the only GT3 cars I would have would be the Ferrari, the BMW, the Merc, and maybe the Porsche. I wouldn't have the Lambo, I wouldn't have the Audi, I wouldn't have the... Is it the Lambo and the Audi? Just think, what else have I got? Yeah, I wouldn't have the Lambo or the Audi, so I would have saved myself $24 there. Well, actually, sorry, I should say, because with the exchange rate, cars cost us anywhere between $18 to $21. So let's say I would have saved myself $36 straight up. I'm just trying to think of what else I've got that I wouldn't. I mean, I'd still have the Mazda. Obviously, everybody loves the Mazda.
That lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
Other than that, I wouldn't have any of the LMP cars. Yeah, I wouldn't have any of the I wouldn't have any of the prototype cars. I mean, even though I don't run the GTE cars much anymore, I've got all of them, I think. I've got the Ferrari, I've got the RSR, the Porsche RSR, I've got the BMW. They never did an AMG in GTE. What else is there? I've got the Corvette, obviously, and I've got the Corvette GT3R too. Yeah, now funny you should say that, because I don't do well with the cars with the hybrid stuff like the Kurs and the DRS. I can never work out when to deploy the power and for how long to get the best out of it. But the LMP2 doesn't have any of that. It's just a straight LMP car like it was back in the 90s, early 2000s, before all that hybrid bullshit came along. Because I do think it's a load of wank. Like I said, I have got the Cup car, the Porsche Cup car, and I really do like it. It's just, yeah. It's a lot easier to drive than what I remember people talking about the old Cup car. I mean, it does take a little bit of getting used to with having the engine behind the rear wheel, but it is very well balanced. Yes, yes, yeah, yep. I'm back just in time. We get back on Saturday, so I could technically run. Well, depending on what time we get back Saturday, I could be back in time to run it. I really just my roster really kicks me in the butt when it comes to endurance events. It makes it so hard to do anything. But I love how the Creventic series is we're going to have all these 24-hour races going forward in the future. And I've watched a few of the Creventic 12-hour races, like the real world stuff. The real world. I've had to learn that. Funnily enough, I've had to learn to become a little less thunderfoot. I've watched some of the Creventic races in the real world. Earlier in the year, I watched. I didn't.
The
slow
marshals
down
are saying
enough.
you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Earlier in the year, I watched one at Monza, and I really like their, like when there's an incident, they throw a code 60, so everyone whacks their pit limiter on, and they cruise around the circuit at 60 kilometers an hour. Now, I think that's something that every single race series in the world should be doing. Not this behind the safety car at 80 or 100 kilometers an hour. I reckon that if the cars are going far, I understand getting cooling and stuff to the engines, like I do understand that, but you could have like a code 80, because I'm pretty sure 80 kilometers an hour would be more than enough airflow for some of these race cars. But it just makes the stuff that they do just makes so much sense from a safety perspective. And they split the 12 hours over 2 days, so really it's 2 6-hour sprint races. It's so good. I'll have to take the Porsche Cup for a run on Assetto Corsa. Man, I haven't been too tidy in this. How do my paddle shifters sound on the stream, Jesse? Do they come through very loud? I know some of the really expensive ones are super, super loud. I can make them a bit quieter. Just, you don't have to actually pull them all the way in until they click. It's more letting them off, actually, after I've made the shift. I'm actually really looking forward to the new Assetto Corsa Evo when it comes out. Yeah, righto. Cool. Yeah, it was really good. The other thing too was really good messaging with Russ about
You just improved your best lap
hardware,
time. Good job.
about what I should be looking at hardware-wise. So I'm gonna, when I go in, I'm going in on Monday to put a deposit down on the computer at my local IT store, and I'm going to request the Gigabyte Mobo motherboard he was talking about, and the
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
just the Porsche doing typical Porsche things. Yeah, I need to speak to as many people as possible about it, because the guy's really the guy that has done the quote for the build for me is really pushing Intel, and he's putting in a cooling system with a 360mm radiator. Excuse me. So he's putting in a big cooling system, but everything I'm seeing on Facebook with these companies that do all these pre-built stuff, they're all using AMD. They're all using the new Ryzen 7 7000 series, and they're like saying it's the best bang for buck CPU out there. And I know AMD's been around for a long time. They did have some issues initially with the 4 and 5000 series, but they've sorted all those out. So I just don't, because like he's pushing Intel because he's like, oh, you know, if you're running multiple programs, you know, you're doing Microsoft Word and spreadsheet and Excel and all of that stuff. And I'm like, dude, it's a gaming PC. I'm not doing work-related stuff with it, so I don't need to spend money unnecessarily. So I'll have some ammunition to go back at him with now. Get him to reprice it, because if I can save a bit of money on the hardware side, I can increase my storage capacity. At the moment, it's only 2 terabytes. I'd really like to have 4 terabytes, because I don't want to have multiple storage. I don't want to be running multiple drives. I just want everything stored on the one drive. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes Monday morning. Well, I reckon we're looking at the Ferrari or the BMW. The Porsche is not bad. Not bad at all. Handles very nicely. Way you go. Flash your blimmin' lights at me. That's in the caddy. I was going to say a 151 in a GD3. I don't think so. Yeah, he said that he was if he upgrades his PC, he's going for the new 7800 X3D and the Gigabyte Mobo 670E motherboard. Yeah, exactly. And I don't spend money for the sake of spending it, and I'm certainly not going to waste money on something that I'm not going to be using it for. So if he kicks up a stink, I'll just take my money somewhere else. My wife won't be happy about it because she wants me to, because this guy, the owner of the company, built my current gaming PC, but of course these days we deal with his young guys that build all the gaming stuff. Yeah, mate. Yep, absolutely. Have a good sleep, buddy. Yeah. I'll be, as I said, I'll be back on midday my time tomorrow. Thanks for dropping by the chat, mate. Righto, buddy. Congrats again on the 7th place in your IMSA race. What's this idiot doing? Yeah, that's all good, mate. I just wished I could have caught more of it, that was all. But unfortunately, the weekend work had to be done. See you, buddy. Talk to you tomorrow.
Good job. That's your best time so far. Good job, that's your best time so far.
Bugger. Jeez. Sucks around there. So close to a 208.
Awesome drive, you've just improved your best lap time.
Righto, any more's cheating. Righto, so now I just have to decide whether I want to run the BMW or the Ferrari. Both of them feel like they're on rails. The Ferrari's slightly quicker. Guess it comes down to personal preference, and I'm kind of leaning in the direction of the BMW, to be fair. I mean, the difference in lap times is only a couple of tenths, but that's nothing. I mean, we're not even taking traffic into consideration yet. Righto, which one's up?
They're saying you've cut the track, so the lap has been invalidated. They're saying that lap's not going to count. A track cut has been detected.
I'm in the pit lane, you clown. Okay, so we are looking at a 209.011. times 8 laps. So the GTC, actually there's only one-tenth in it. So the Z4 it is, people. I'm going to go with the Z4. Going to go with the Z4 for this series. Going with the Z4. And this one, let's jump out of here. Exit here. Go and have a righto, Godzilla Cup. Champion Joe. But we want to have a quick look at this one. Okay, one. Collections. Been meaning to join these guys for ages. They do some wicked content. Okay, that's that one. Okay, that's that one. So that's already in the library. There we go. Rightio. Okie dokie. So, we are downloading that now. Ooh, that's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to this one. 60-minute race. Yes, 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 with a mandatory pit stop. So, I'm going to be running... Hopefully, I'll be running the Porsche Cup. this in here. Cool. Righto, that's that one. Where are we? Nordschleifer, Cupra TCR, Elantra TCR, Nordschleifer. I think that's everything. Alrighty, let's have a look. Okay, Porsche Cup, Porsche 911, GTR, MG, Hurricane, Elantra, Leone, Competition Coupe. Yes, okay, so we want to go the Cup car. Let's have a quick look. Sweet. This takes a little while to load in. It's such a massive track. Uh-oh. No? No, this is... okay. Thought for a second there we were going to have some problems. Let's chuck 50 litres in. Go for a drive. Alright. Okay. Oh wow, that was awesome. Righto, let's go to here. Ah, I've missed it again. Ah, because I didn't fucking sign up in time. Righto. Oh well, no dramas. We will go back to the green hellish. Not there. Go back to the green hell. Hey, Soprano. How are you, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the storage room. Just running some practice for a race that's coming up tomorrow, I believe it is. Starts tomorrow. In Assetto Corsa. Through the LFM servers. Low Fuel Motorsport. I'm going to be running the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car for the 60-minute race. So 60 minutes at Nordschleife on the endurance circuit. So that includes the GP track as well. So the combined. So should be good. 60 minutes around the Nordschleife. What could be better? So I will be back on tomorrow in about 18 hours. I'm going to be on for probably about another 30 or 40 minutes, and then I'll be shutting it down for the day. Just due to needing to go and have dinner. Okay, so we want 20, 21. Oh, okay, running 21 in the rear. Softy, rain wets. Okay, 21 in the rear. We might go 21 and 21 then. We usually go a bit higher. Take them down a bit. There we go. Let's try that. Let's add in maximum fuel. See what maximum fuel is. Okay. Set up there. Nordschleife. Nordschleife race. Okay, let's go. Let's go do some practice.
That lap's not... The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Thanks, buddy. I think I'm gonna need it. Actually, what I'll do, I just turn the engine sounds down a little. Come on. Come on. Settings, audio, engine, sound, 75. Turn that down to 40%. Cool. No dramas. Rightio, we'll get out of there. Yeah, thank you, Soprano. Well, I've been looking forward to this for the last few days, so tomorrow it will be all on. How's your day been going, mate? Hope you've had a good one, wherever you are in the world. I'm in Western Australia. Sorry for the laggy, stuttery stream, but my CPU's at 99%, so it's not terribly smooth. Sound is a bit off. I need to go in and turn a bit more stuff down in the settings. Ah, bugger. Eh, damn. It is such a long track when you have an incident. Oh, too busy reading chat. Oh, whoa. That's the wall again. Sorry, I'm not very talkative there, Soprano. This car's a handful around this track. First time driving this car around this circuit in Assetto course, mate. I've done it plenty of times in the Cup car and iRacing. but never driven it here. Never driven it on Assetto Corsa, I should say. Don't think we'll be doing 10 laps around here. It's more likely going to be 6 laps for the hour. 6 or 7 laps.
The marshals are saying you cut the track, so that lap won't count.
Okay. Jeez. Hard to frickin' drive like this.
Hello?
Hey Brian, how are you, buddy?
Alright, what are you doing?
Just running some laps around Nordschleifer in the Porsche Cup car in one of LFM's upcoming races.
Are you actually streaming it or are you just...
Yeah, I'm streaming it, yep.
Okay, I think well, okay, yeah. I've got to do, no, I'll do it later. I've got to do some practice for racing at Long Beach this week.
Oh, righto.
Yeah. I'm only a sub this year, but I've only missed one round. I've subbed every round because there's people there. Oh, but I'll get into this. Because you know how I updated my PC, I lost all. Here we go. I lost all my tabs and everything, and right, so I can hear myself on the screen now. Great, I'll turn that down.
That's all good.
So what's this, the Porsche Cup car?
Yeah, Porsche Cup car, one of Gorilla Mod's creations.
So it's not the official
No,
DLC.
no, they've used Gorilla Mod's version. Bloody nice, man. Sounds good, drives good, handles how you expect it should do.
Because we were doing a World Sports Car Series, which was LMP, threes or ones, or threes, I think, and GT3s, and then it just died in the arse because they had it on like Sunday night right on 5 o'clock, which was right on tea time,
Yeah, yep.
and it was just died in the. It wasn't being streamed.
Ah, righto.
So that was one thing, and some races we like it was hour and a half or 75-minute races, and we've got some races we didn't have. Well, we only had two LMP cars, so they got into GP3. So in the end, they just decided to can it, and we're
Yep.
going to run Porsche. I think we're going to run a 1.8 Porsche, but I don't know how different this one is to the original Porsche.
Yeah, I don't know either. I'll have to grab
Yeah.
the original Kunos version,
Oh,
and have a
oh,
play
this was
with it.
AC. Yeah,
Yeah.
but ours is R factor 2. That's
Ah,
why.
righto.
Oh, that's why you're not using the original figure in thingo. But yeah. So we're thinking of doing that. And the other stupid thing they did was they decided to run, and it's all right in iRacing. Like if you buy a track, you're going to use it more than once.
Yep.
We were using some tracks there, and there was like non-paid versions we could have used, and they wanted to use the laser scan version. And I turned around and said, "Well, I'm not going to turn up for one hour and a half hour race and spend $15 on the track when there's 8 people in the server and it's not being streamed."
Yeah.
So I said, "I'm not doing it."
Yeah.
And
It's
that's when Lewis lost his deal with me, but he's gone now. So
yeah. Well, I mean it's pretty rude of them to expect you to friggin' fork out, you know, $15 to $20 for a circuit that you might only ever use once when there's free versions available.
yeah,
Just
and
just
then
because they want to have the latest and greatest and freaking best.
yeah, yeah. And the funny thing was, I turned up for one. I think it was the second last round. I really couldn't be bothered racing, but I thought I'll turn up and just make up the numbers, you know. And it was a non-DLC track, so I thought, yeah, I'll just make up the numbers. I've done no practice. Went straight to qualifying, and yeah, whatever. And I thought I'll run. And then he comes in and he says, "Oh, I'm running a stupid AMG, which I chose, which is 2 seconds off the pace. I can't see myself beating anyone with it. So I'll stay in the server for two laps to see there's nothing wrong, and then I'm going, and I'm not even racing yet." And I'm thinking, well, you want everyone else to turn up and make the numbers, and you don't. So anyway,
Yeah.
I normally don't. I normally don't. Stuff doesn't bother me, you know. Stuff normally doesn't bother me. I just let it slide, but you know,
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
doesn't matter.
bollocks.
So I thought, no, it's because I put up a post on. I was having trouble. I was getting like what do you call it?
The checksum issues.
Stutters, stutters and game
Oh
freezing
yeah.
and so.
Yep.
I put a post up on. I know it was crap every time I tried to get out of an AMS. Every time I went to go back to pits, it would crash the desktop.
Yep.
And so I just put a thing. Does anyone know how to fix this? And people gave me some ideas, and then he put a post up saying, "Oh, um, you know, these are the usual things. Do this, do this, do this, do this." But
Yep.
if you didn't break the equipment every 5 minutes, you wouldn't have this problem. You seem to be the only one in this group who
They're
has
saying
problems.
they're saying
Everyone
you've
else
cut
has
the
an odd
track so the lap
problem
has
or
been
so,
invalidated.
and then seems to fix it. We never hear from it again. But you every second week.
Uh,
And so I sent a message to one of the other admin, and I said, I'm not going to bring this up. I'm not. I don't. This doesn't faze me because I do it as a bit of fun and stuff. I said, but I wasn't happy with the tone of language, and I think he was on his way out anyway because he's just had enough. You
yeah.
know, people are sick of it. Oh.
Yeah.
So is there an actual server of this? Is there?
Yes, there is. So, um,
Oh, you got a CPU occupancy warning. 99%.
Yeah, yep, yeah. I got to go into Content Manager and turn some more graphic settings down. That's the issue I was having with iRacing.
All right.
It was maxing out at 100%, and it was glitchy and stuttering and just pain in the ass. This is it here, Brian. This the
Yeah,
Green Hell Cup.
yeah.
Um,
Oh, yeah, I know that one. It's got the multi-class and...
yeah, I've
Oh,
also I've done some testing with this one today. Um,
yeah,
and I think I'm gonna run the BMW and the Ferrari, the BMW Z4 and the Ferrari 488 were the best ones on
oh,
baseline settings, like just straight out of the box with 50 litres in them. Those two
yeah,
cars were the best. The rest of them
yeah,
are gonna require way too much tweaking
yeah,
to get them up to speed. So I'm gonna run the
yeah,
BMW. I think
yeah,
maybe the Ferrari did go a tenth quicker.
yeah,
But I do like the BMW Z4, and in iRacing it's been archived, so it's a
yeah,
legacy car now. You never see it running.
yeah,
But I've
yeah,
been doing these two, and so my ELO showed up the other day. I was up to
yeah,
1833, and I was up to B3 on the safety rating. What's
yeah,
so I'm in Iron class.
yeah.
What's the silver rating? How high? Like what number is it? A3 for
I'm not
silver or?
sure. I'm not sure.
Righto.
But um, you're up to 1800. So you're up to 1800 in your whatever license.
Mhm.
I, you start at 1500. So you're going upwards. I'm down to 1000 now,
Right.
but I'm still I'm A1.
Yeah, yeah. So
But
you're A1 on your safety rating. Yep. Yep.
yeah, but I don't know if this is the same as what happens in iRacing, but you'll find like if you're so whatever you want a C3, if you're C3 and you have 18 incident points, you'll lose less safety rating than I will when I'm at A1.
Yeah. Yep.
If I get 18 incident points, like I had two bad races and I dropped from S, which is the top one, back to A3 in two races. So I dropped straight past A1 and A2 and back to A3. And then I had to do
Righto.
some racing by virtue of just running around at the back and not running into anyone,
Yep.
which is
Yep.
boring, that shit, because
So
you,
the S that you're talking about is above A is above the
one,
A's. Righto.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. No.
It's when you get to nine. When you get to nine, then it's S, and then you get to 9.99, you can't go any further.
Righto. Yeah. So similar to
But
iRacing's
yeah, but you look
4.99.
at your page here. You're C3. You can race in anything, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
See,
Righto. So
you're
I'm
C3.
C1. So my rating's 6.14 C1.
Yeah,
So that opens up everything, eh?
yeah. Well, you can see what the ratings are for each
Yeah, I see that
club,
here. Yep.
so you can race whatever you bloody well want. Which, yeah, I haven't done anything except Mazdas, and I've done a couple of what is it, TCR. I think there's a TCR there
Yeah, this
somewhere.
TCR Cup. Yep.
Yeah, and I've done I did a Godzilla race, the
I've I've
R35.
been I've been doing this one at Bathurst, and
Which
of
one's it?
all the races, like of all the Mazda and Godzilla Cup races, this one I've
Yeah,
had the most. I've had I think I've had two wins, and
yeah,
safety rating gains have just been huge. As soon as I go into
yeah,
this, lose safety
yeah,
rating
yeah.
straight away. Lose
Oh,
safety rating. Like just nothing I can do to
yeah,
even when I drive around. But I lost my ELO as well in this,
yeah,
because in this I was finishing in the top half of the field. A couple of wins.
yeah,
The last win I had, I gained no ELO. I was
yeah,
really pissed off about it, but that was because I finished like 10 seconds ahead of the guy in second, so it wasn't like it was an even fight. But
Yeah,
I
and
took the safety rating. That was a good.
yeah,
I think I got point .75 safety rating or point .5 something safety
yeah.
rating. It was a good
Because
haul.
that's not safety. ELO also works on strength of the field too,
Mm.
so it's bloody.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying. I was so far ahead that there was, the strength of field was really low. But
so, what splits are you normally in? Are you in split 1, 2, or 3?
uh, they've all been one. All of them have been
Oh,
split one.
so you're so it's going on your pace then, because I've never been in a split 1 race. I've only
Right.
been in a split 2, 3. So
Yep. Yeah, well, I mean, the fastest guy in the Mazda at Autodrome most was a 149, and I've been running high 50s, low 51s.
yeah, that's why
Um,
you're.
and in the Godzilla Cup, I think
Mm,
I've had a two. I think I might have had a 209, but I've been running in the
yeah,
210s.
yeah, but so that puts you up in the. So you can't do any iRacing now until you
No.
actually get a new PC.
Yep. I am. iRacing is toast. I can't even do an AI race,
I don't know,
which is
because I got 99% CPU occupancy with my 3600, but now I've gone to a 7600 and whatever 32 gig of RAM. The only thing is now it's what's the word? It's not a balanced PC. I've got too high a CPU for what my GPU is now.
righto.
So I've got a 2060 Super. It's got 8 gig of VRAM. It will run, it will run most of these things,
Mm.
you know. But now I've either got to pay, I think it's 719 bucks, 720, and get a Radeon card, which I'm not that keen on, or get the equivalent Nvidia and pay the Nvidia tax, which is like $1,300, and
Yeah.
I can't justify paying $1,300 for one part.
No. But how
No.
do the Ryzen GPUs compare to Nvidia though? Like the
Well,
what did
that
you 7600 I think
7800,
7800.
7800.
Yep.
They have 16 gig of VRAM, standard three. I haven't got it yet. Three display ports and one. Well, it depends what you get, but
Mm.
they don't have like optimization for a lot of games. Like they don't have what is it, DLSS,
Yep.
and they don't have ray tracing. They have their own thing, which is FSR, FSR, I think it is. And
Yep.
I've only ever had one Radiant card, and that was like 15 years ago. That's back in the days, when the drivers were shit and
Yep.
all that. So I don't know. It's purely if they were neck and neck,
Mm.
like if they were same price, I'd go Nvidia every time
Yep.
because they've got 90% of the market. But I just can't justify
No. No,
that
see,
money
I need to have an Nvidia card because the
for
Radeon
iRacing.
ones just won't cut it. Like, I mean, if you're saying it's got three ports, well, that's my three
Four,
monitors straight up.
four ports, got
Or
four.
four ports. So
Yeah,
I've got three monitors, um,
yeah,
and I want to get a fourth one, um,
yeah. We'll
and
run
I'll
four.
still have the Nvidia card that I've got, a GDX 1080's got five ports.
Yeah, but
So
they don't make them with five now. They don't make them. They only make them with like four ports and stuff like that.
I
So
think I think
uh,
because a lot of people nowadays are going to widescreen,
but
like
yeah,
the G9s and the Samsung
yeah, that's
G9s
the
and
40.
stuff, or they're going
Yeah,
to VR. I mean,
yeah,
there's still a lot of people that run triple monitors,
triple.
and that's
Yeah,
okay. So long as you got four ports, you can run triple monitors. See, I need the
yeah.
fourth monitor to get all my get
I
OBS
understand.
and my chat and everything off my
Yeah,
screens. Like
yeah,
put Discord up there and OBS. The chat one I usually have in the the top left corner of my right hand
yeah,
monitor, which is fine. But all the rest of it, I need to get it off the screen. So like all of this stuff
Yeah.
could go, this could go up the top and
Yeah.
what have you. But yeah, I
Yeah,
need
like
to.
I've got a 4K monitor, so not 4K, sorry, 1440 with 32-inch monitor.
Yep.
So if I ran triple screens of that, my 7800 would run it. Just some games it probably, I don't know, it probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like I've got the Xbox Game Pass, and I know I don't play the games much, but somehow Call of Duty's come across to the Xbox Game Pass now. So I downloaded what is it, Modern Warfare 3 or something. I'll fire that up later just to see how my GPU current one would stack up on a like a AAA title. But yeah, I found, I don't know, when I race in the AMS, that's just a really weird game. Like before I did this computer upgrade, when I left the wheel sitting in the middle, like I just turned the motor on, the wheel would start like rumbling and moving like 5 degrees either side.
Yep.
Anyway, I contacted Moser, and I spoke to some other people in our group, and they said, "Oh no, that's just what's the name, like replicating, like your motor running." And I said, "No, but that shouldn't shake the wheel violent, not like rumble, 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 and you'd only not feel it when you actually put your foot on the accelerator and gain such a speed." And everyone told me, "No, it's just those wheels and that game and whatever." Anyway, once I've put this a new install of Windows in, and I've reinstalled these drivers and everything and done firmware, I don't have that at all. It's just like a normal wheel now. So
Right.
I don't know. But the stupid thing with Moses stuff is that comes up with Sim Magic's better, because Moses comes up with, "Oh, you need to do this. There's a firmware update. Can you please do this firmware update?" And if you don't, sometimes your wheel doesn't work. But it says do the update at your own risk. If your
Yep.
wheel is working fine, don't do it.
Yep.
And it's like, but if I don't do it, it doesn't work sometimes. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got to go into this.
I don't know either, mate. Honestly, I don't know what the go is. I mean,
So you've only got one rim. Have you got one or two rims?
I've got two. I've
Yeah,
got a D-shaped wheel that I bought last year for the V8
yeah,
supercars, but I've never used it. And I
yeah,
didn't realise at the time there was two versions. There's
yeah,
a Alcantara version,
yeah,
and there's a leather version. So
yeah.
because I haven't used it, the guy's going to
Oh,
let me swap it for a leather one.
oh, is
Because
he?
yeah. Because I mean, I've bought all of my stuff from him, except for my
Yeah,
PC and my monitors. Everything
yeah,
else is from him. So
yeah.
I've spent the better part of 10 grand with him.
Is that
Um,
that bloke in John Lee?
yes, yeah, Johnny. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. He's awesome.
Um, yeah. I'll turn this down. So yeah. So like, I want to get another rim. I've got to fork out $500, and like I have to justify, because I've only got like a round rim, which is
Yep.
good for everything except formula racing. But I don't
Yeah,
do
yeah.
much formula racing, so it doesn't really worry me. I don't do open wheel as much, so
I don't
um,
do open wheelers at all. I
yeah,
just
yeah,
I'm not. Yeah.
I just don't like them. So
Yeah.
um, yeah, so do that. But then I think, well, what do I do? Do I spend $500 on a rim, or I can get like that's three-quarters of the way to a graphics card?
Yeah.
What's the better? Like I've got to upgrade my pedals sometime. I've got the Fanatec. These are Rob's old ones,
Yep.
and they're doing me well. And I was going to upgrade to the V2 versions of these, but I'm being told to hold off at the moment because Fanatec's gone into insolvency or something.
Yeah, receivership. They're they're
Yeah, and
they're just
so
about they're just about gone.
yeah, so
Um,
you don't want to be buying stuff if you're not going to have any warranty. Bloody
yeah. I'm trying to think. Your next, I guess, the next best thing would be Thrustmaster, um,
right.
with their
Yeah, those
load
pet.
cell
Yeah, but
pedals.
no, they're a step down from bloody these
Oh,
ones.
are they?
So
Righto.
yeah, probably so because they got like a plastic housing and all that. So then I'm going to have to look at the Moser ones, but apparently they're not. I haven't got good. They haven't got good reviews. Then I have to look at the. Have you got the P1000s or something? Have you?
No, no,
What have you got?
I've got the Acertec Invictors.
All right,
I've got their
two
hydraulic ones.
two pedal set.
Yeah, two pedal set. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I'll probably have to go to the what do you call it? The Sim Magic ones, which is no problem,
Yep.
but they're up near the
Yeah.
thousand.
They're not.
Um,
I mean, I've still got my what the heck are they? I've got those ones,
Simworks,
the SimWorks ones. If
yeah,
you like, if you want to buy those,
yeah,
I can sell those to you. That's
yeah.
no drama.
It's got to, but that's for a later on thing, you know. I've got to
Yeah.
get the
Yep.
graphics
Oh,
card,
yeah, you've got other things you need to worry about first before that. But then,
and I'm not.
what about the
Yeah, no.
Logitech ones? Does what are the new Logitech ones?
I haven't heard anything about them, but they bought out a rear, they bought out pedals, and they bought out a base
Yeah.
that had was a detachable steering wheel, and now they've bought, and that's about a year and a half ago, and they've never bought out any more rigs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'll
Yeah.
just look around, you know.
I mean, even if you just like, if you're, what is causing you to want to upgrade? Is it
Oh,
the
just
load cell, or is it just the pedal in general?
no. Well, I've had this about 4 years,
Yeah.
5 years, and I've got like the load cell stack. And once those elastomers go, I haven't got any replacements for them. And to get replacements from Fanatec, it was like going to cost me like $10 an elastomer. You've got to have 5 elastomers,
Jeez.
which is $50, and then on top of the what's the name? On top of it is postage and everything. What I should have done is I should have got the V2s. They were $4.99, but they came down to $3.49 last year when they had the Black Friday.
Yeah.
I should have just bit the bullet then, but I didn't. And but where am I going? I hate when you go in these games and they put you out the back of the shed somewhere. You don't know which way you're going, and then you get completely disqualified. So it's not a necessity. I have to get it, but it's logically what's the next thing,
Yep. Yep.
And I'm not the sort of person, like all those people in COVID who just drop 10 grand down on stuff and play it for 3 weeks and say, oh, I don't like it anymore, I'll just sell it.
Yeah.
And
Just sell it and
that's
away
what
you
I
go.
do. Or they get something and they have it for 3 weeks. No, I don't like that. I'll upgrade and I'll upgrade. And
Yeah.
so I don't. It's just I've got a wish list.
Yep.
I bought a handbrake. I bought a bloody Moser handbrake. That was only 169 because my other one found itself. Well, what it virtually did is it came off. The circuit board came off, so I had to solder it back on, and like it was just a USB one. So I thought, no, I'll just pay 169. But I didn't end up going through. I didn't end up going through that mobbing thing. I ended up going through some bloke, but he ended up being in Queensland anyway.
Yeah.
Some bloke Rob races against in Aussie veterans. So
Oh, righto.
he's trying to qualify for Scots this week.
Ah, robbers.
Yeah, well, he said the top 32 go through he's never been in the first split.
Yeah.
He said, and he's in 33rd, and the 32 go into the top split automatically. And I said, yeah, I don't want to be rude about it, mate. He goes, yeah, but he said to me, but half the people haven't qualified yet,
Yeah.
so he'll make split 2 if he's lucky.
Yeah.
But in that thing, it's like, one second means the difference between pole and 30th,
Yep. Yep. Hey, I'm just gonna, Brian, give me a second. I'll just end the stream. I'm not doing any more tonight. Alrighty, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. Thanks for keeping me company in the comments. And I will be on at 12 p.m. Western Australian Standard Time. So if you're out and about, or if you're available, if you're home, feel free to join me. If not, all good. I will catch you next time, and as always, I will see you.